Dear friends, in Digital Fundamental lecture series, I welcome to all of you. Today we will discuss the algebraic manipulation. As we know that today's country require or world require many things in small package. As we know that the if by digital function is contains more number of variables, then it's require large circuit. And how to minimize that things? So we have to understood the algebraic manipulation, and the algebraic manipulation is helpful to minimize that things. So let us start with the understood the what is the meaning of algebraic manipulation in digital. A literal is a prime or unprime variable. As we can decrease the literal of any function, we can minimize the number of gates required. Each literal in a function designated as an input to a gate. As we already understood the AND gate, OR gate, and NOT gate, whatever the inputs is provided to each level. Remember that thing. The circuit is never meaning is that it's a single level digital circuit. There is a multi-level digital circuit which we will discuss and we can understood that things. Each term is implemented with a gate. Minimum number of literals and terms which reduce the circuit size. Here the question is arise why circuit size reduction is required in digital. So there is a main two advantages are there. One, area will be reduced. Whatever the gate implemented in small IC, if we reduce the circuit size of any function, it reduces the area. Second is that if there is a less component, so power consumption is also less. So area reduce, power consumption reduce. These are the main two advantages to minimize the number of literals and terms in any circuits. So remove that thing, a Boolean function we can minimize with the help of algebraic manipulation. Today we will see the number of examples how algebraic manipulation is helpful to reduce the circuit size. Let's see few examples. Uh, Sometime maybe in the exam ask that simplifying the function. So function, suppose this here the function is f1 is equal to x or x dash y, or in simple word I can say that x plus x dash y. See here in this there is a one OR gate, one AND gate, and NOT gate is required. So first is invert, ANDed here, and then ORing is there. What we'll do, we use the different theorems. Like as distributive postulates says that x plus x dash y. Okay. So here the distributive postulates helpful that x plus x dash and x plus y. Here we use the duality of postulates. Duality postulates say that x plus y and x plus z is equal to x plus xy plus xz. So here this thing is helpful here. So x plus x dash and x plus y distributive postulate we use here. Now as you know that x plus x dash, so it will become 1 as per the postulate A. The variable ORing with its complement, its whole universe. So it will become 1. So 1 ANDed x plus y. Again 1 is a identity element. So as per the postulate 2b, identity element for AND operator. So the result will become whatever the function x plus y. So here there is no inverter is required. One, we reduce the one AND gate, AND NOT gate. Only one OR gate is required. So understood that things the original functions require three gates, while if we simplified only one gate is required. So circuit size is reduced by three times. So this is the biggest advantages of simplification function. Let's see one another example. The function f2 is given x in bracket x dash or y. Again, three gates are required. So what we'll do, just distributive postulate we use here, x ANDed x dash, x ANDed y. As we know that x ended x dash will become 0, because if x is 0, x dash is 1, or if x is 1, x dash is 0. So ending operation, if any one variable is 0, all the result will become 0. And 0 is also identity element for OR operator, so it will become result xy. So by postulate 5b and postulate 2a, finally we got that only AND operator is required. Again, the circuit side here, inverter or and 3 gates reduce the functionality only with the help of 1 gate. So in both the example, here we reduce the number of gates. Let's see one other, like f3. Function f3 is given xy or in xy dash. As per distributive postulates A, we applied here, so we can say that x is common, ended y and y dash. We know that the y and y dash, if y is 0, y dash is 1. If y is 1, y dash is 0. And in OR operator, if anyone is 1, the result is 1. As per the postulate 5a, the complement variable itself ORing with variable, the result is always 1. And x ended 1, as we know that it will become x as per the postulate 2b. So directly, the whatever the result x is implemented f3, the whole the functions is, we are just reducing the literals. F4 x ORing y ended with x ORing y dash. You can say that both are dual. Dual, that means we are not changing the variable, or we are not changing the variable positions. Only we are replacing AND by plus or and ORing sign with AND. So F3 and F4 dual to each other. Now x ORing xy ended x ORing y dash. If we apply the distributive duality law, it will become x ORing y ended y dash. X is common. So x is here, y ORing y dash. And y ORing y ending y dash is always 0 as per the by postulate 5b. So x ORing 0 is always the function itself. It is not related. So again f4 is equal to x. Here the big function is that the difference is that here z, three variables are there. So first we know that in the last two terms, x dash z is common. So as per the distributive law we applied here, x dash z is common, y dash or y. And y dash or y is, as per the distributive postulate law, it will become 1. So x dash z ending with 1. So it will become, by postulate 2b, is equal to x dash z. So now only two literals are required. Now no further reduction is possible. Let's take one another sixth example. We have f6 is zx or zx dash y. So here how many three variables are there? X, y and z. And zx dash y. So z is common here and remaining function is distributive, as we applied the distributive law here. X ORing x dash y is a inner part in semi bracket. Now x ORing xy we can expand with the help of distributive b, xx x dash y. So it will become x ORing x dash and x ORing y. Okay, see here. This function ended with this first, but ORing of the two ended with this. Now here x ORing x dash is always 1. So substitute this thing. 1 ended x dash y, x plus y. Now 1 ended with any variable, the result is variable itself. So in z in bracket x ORing y. So here just you just see that the functionality is changed. F7 xy x dash z plus yz. So xy x dash z plus yz, here remember that thing, every time it is not able to reduce. Sometimes if we want to simplify, we have to add here. This is the one of the best example. To reduce the whole function, we add here 1. So instead of 1, we are adding x or in s dash as per the postulate. Why? Because here xy is there and here x dash z is there. So z is here and y is here. But in the both the function x is required, x or x dash. So what we'll do, this yz is convert into xyz form. So what I will do, dot 1 always the yz and 1 is replaced by x or in x dash. Now expand this function with the help of distributive. So xyz, this one here, and plus x dash yz. Now see here, what a beauty that the third function can be combined with the first one and the last function can be combined with the second one. So by the third term is expand with the help of x dash in such a way that it will create two literals which can be easily merged with the first and second. So sometimes to simplify it, we require add some additional functionality. Like is here we add x or in x dash. So now what we'll do, first and third part compare. So we take the common xy here and here there is a 1 and z is coming from here. Now compare second term and fourth term. So x dash z is common. Here it is 1 and here it is by. So by cumulative law, we can minimize this function. First and third term we got this one. Second and fourth term we get the common x dash z. Now 1 ORing z and 1 ORing y is always 1. So by theorem 2a, x dash dot y, xy dot 1 and x dash dot 2. So as you know that if any variable is ended with 1, the result is variable itself. So we got xy dot x dash z. It's similarity of first two functions. But directly if we see in the single time, we are understood that thing it is not possible to simplify it. But as we add this term here, the third literals we can reduce. Now understood that the one NOT gate, 1, 2, 3 AND gate and 2 OR gate is required. So here by removing this last term, we removed one AND and one OR gate. Now only one NOT gate, 2 AND gate and one OR gate is required to implement this function. Here, this is the complement function. Both are same, A or B whole days, and second one is that A days or B days whole days. So De Morgan's theorem will be helpful. As per the De Morgan's theorem, A or in A days B whole days will become A days or operator is replaced by and B dash. Now here the second function, A dash dash complements complement or is replaced by dot and B dash dash as per the De Morgan's theorem. As we know that A dash dash is function A, B dash dash is function B. So by complementing this will become here. Okay. Now what happened? A dash B dash all are here also AND operator is there. So just by associative law, x dot y is equal to y dot x. So what I will do, A ended with A dash, B ended with B dash. Variable ended with the complement of itself, its result is always 1. 0 ended 0. Because if A is 1, A dash is 0. If A is 0, A dash is 1. So 0 ended 0, the result is 0. So always the output of function 8 is 0, whatever the value of A or B. It is not dependent on the value of A dot B. So in this way, we understood that thing, the algebraic manipulation is useful to simplify the function in terms of literals. And if we reduce the literals, actually we are reducing the number of gates to design the circuit. The functionality remains same, output remains same, but if we minimize with the help of algebraic manipulation, we are reducing the number of gates. If we are reducing the number of gates, Meaning is that the circuit size is reduced and power consumption is reduced. And this is the biggest requirement of today's situation of whole world. We have to become a green energy means our power reduction is less and functionality is more. And the best example is our smartphone. Day by day, the smartphone have a more functionality and long life battery. So this is the same thing is that with the help of algebraic manipulation, we are reducing the gate size and overall we are reducing the area required for the circuits, and second the power consumption is reduced less. I hope everybody's understood the meaning of algebraic manipulation, how it is helpful to reduce the circuit size. Have a good day.